Hello future engineers, there is another video in algebra, particularly on the applications of linear programming. My intention of making this or creating this video is to enhance the skills, thinking skills, analytical skills of my subscribers, my students, and those who will come across with my channel. I hope that through this video, you can improve yourselves mathematically so that I can help you prepare for your future. So here are the two problems. This is the first. Wheels Incorporated makes mopeds and bicycles. Experience shows they must produce at least 10 mopeds. The factory can produce at most 60 mopeds and 120 bicycles per month. They can make at most 160 units combined. The profit on a bicycle and a moped were each $1,100. So what is the maximum profit? So this is profit per bicycle. So the objective function is the profit. Profit is 100 M. M stands for the number of mopeds to be produced each month, and 100 B, B for the bicycle. Subject to constraints that for mopeds 10 less than equal to M, M less than equal to 60. And for the bicycle, it must just be less than equal to 120. And for the total units combined, M plus B should be less than equal to 160 from this statement. So because the objective function is the profit, to maximize the profit, then the number of units to be produced should also be maximum to make sure the profit is maximum. However, with that in mind, we have to consider these restrictions, limitations. So first, if we maximize the number of mopeds produced to 60, then we substitute it into this equation. Bicycle should be 100, and 100 units are less than 120 bicycles, the capacity of the factory. So that is acceptable, or that is possible, 60 comma 100. So moped 60, 100 bicycles. Another thing, if we maximize the number of bicycles to 120, then if we substitute it to this, M plus 120 equals 160, so M would be 40. And 40 is within 10 to 60, the limitations for the number of units to be produced for mopeds. So that is true 40 comma 120. So there are still other possibilities, but since, bear in mind, we have to maximize the profit, so the number of units to be produced should also be maximum, but with the uh, satisfaction of these limitations. So these limitations are satisfied, and these are the maximum values for the number of units respectively. So let's evaluate the profit when 60 mopeds will be produced and 100 bicycles will be produced. So it is P1 100 of times 60 plus 100 times 100, and that is equal to $16,000. Now, if we produce 40 mopeds and 120 bicycles, profit is 100 times 40 plus 100 times 120. So, the profit is also $16,000. So therefore, the minimum profit is $16,000. Then that will happen when either 60 mopeds and 100 bicycles will be produced each month, or 40 mopeds and 120 bicycles will be produced each month. So that's it for the first problem. For the second problem, an airline will provide accommodations for a minimum of 2,000 first class, 1,500 business, and 2,400 economic class passengers. Airplane X costs $1,200 per kilometer to operate and can accommodate 40 first class, 40 business, and 120 economic class passengers. Airplane Y costs $1,000 per kilometer to operate and can accommodate 80 first class, 30 business, and 40 economic class passengers. So what is the minimum operating cost? So this time we have to minimize the operating cost. That operating cost function is equal to 1,200 times x plus 1,000 times y. So x is the number of uh, plane x that should be uh, used or scheduled. Then y is the number of plane y to be used to economize or to minimize the cost. Then subject to these following constraints. So for first class passengers, so for X we have 40 times X plus uh, for Y is 80. So 40X plus 80Y should be less than equal to 2,000 because that's the limitation, total number of passengers. So we simplify this. We transform this into an equation, divide everything by 40. So we have x plus 2y is equal to 50. Call that equation 1. Then for the next constraints for business class passengers limitation for plane X, it's 40 also, 40x. Then for plane y, 30. So 40x plus 30y should be less than equal to 1,500 as stated here. Divide everything by 10. So 4x plus 3y should be equal to 150, transforming that into an equation. So supposedly, the solution would be graphing these inequalities, then find the vertices, but I will not do that here to shorten the time. If you want to plot that, the training was in the preceding slides, but I will just solve simultaneous equations to find the intersection or the vertices. Then for the third constraints about economic class passengers, so for plane X, the limitation is 120, so 120x plus 40y should be less than equal to 2,400. Divide everything by 40, so 3x plus y should be less than equal to 60, and call that also 3x plus y equals 60. Call that equation 3. If we solve equations 1 and 2 simultaneously, we get x equals 30 comma 10. If we solve equations 1 and 3 simultaneously, we get uh, 14 comma 18. And finally, if we solve equations 2 and 3 simultaneously, we get uh, so equation 3. That's the conclusion afterwards. So we get 6 comma 42. So the nearest vertex to the origin, because the objective is to minimize operating costs, so the nearest vertex from the origin is one that will give minimum cost, and that is this 14 plane X, 14 units or 14 plain X that should be used and 18 plain Y that should be used. That's the nearest from the origin. So this gives minimum cost, minimum operating cost. So substitute into the above objective function, X is 14 and Y is 18. The minimum cost is equal to 1,200 times 14 plus 1,000 times 18, and that is equal to $34,800. So that's it for this video.